Hey everybody, it's time for another episode of Japan According to Akil. This time I'm so hyped for this episode because we got video, bam, and I pulled off some magic, you have no idea. I bought a bootleg used tripod, found an old digital camera for my mother-in-law, scraped, just making MacGyver moves, and I ended up with video for this. Later I'm going to have to figure out how to edit the sound so it doesn't sound like crap and I can put it online, but the important point is we have video. And as always, I'm here in my glorious bedroom. Today we have a studio audience. My chihuahua is on my bed just hanging out, looking at me like I'm crazy. I have this is becoming a staple of the show, I guess. This time you might be able to see it, this old mug that just from a cabinet somewhere with some water in it to kind of keep me refreshed, if you will. And I got my bootleg set up. Let me make sure I'm still recording, which I am. So we are gonna roll. Let's roll with it. So we got a great show. Hopefully it's great. If you hear me messing with the audio right now, I gotta do some things, but we gonna keep it rolling live. But basically we got a great show in store for you today. Sorry if you're hearing a little stuff. I gotta make a few adjustments, if you will. You'll probably see what I'm doing. I'm just making sure my screen stays on, because I'm recording this from my iPhone, but I just gotta make sure everything stays chill so I can see my time and stuff like that. Okay, and we are ready to rock. Alright, so anyway, like I was saying, I got a great show in store for everyone. I think, again, pulled up an article from Japan Times. I got a related post from Instagram I'm going to expand on a bit, and we got video. You can see me in my my glorious house clothes, pretty much. I got the afternoon off for work, so I just decided, seize the moment, carpe diem, and make this thing happen. So let's get into it, really. For me, this is pretty much a normal week. A few developments with the show. I have applied to iTunes. That does take a while. I'm in the process of that, which is good. So once I get that online, you'll be able to see more updates. As always, my Instagram, you can find me posting like crazy on Instagram at akil.watson. Once again, that's at akil.watson. On video you see me thinking, trying to remember my shit. On Twitter, again, it's at akil_watson_jp, right? So, and again, I'm ice cold on Twitter. I'm not even going to lie. I checked it the other day. I was like, damn, I'm freezing on here. But anyway, let's get to the show. All right, we got a great lineup for you. Ain't that right, Luck? My dog Luck, by the way. And so here we go. We're gonna start by talking about a new initiative by the government. Okay, which is pretty. I just popped on Japan Times and I found an article which is like really cool. For those of you who enjoy driving, thinking about coming to Japan, and really want to kind of experience driving. And as always, I'm going to expand on this a little bit more. But the article name is on Japan Times, which is an English newspaper here. Japan to launch unlimited expressway passes for foreign tourists. So if you don't know, as a tourist, when you come to Japan, you can apply for an unlimited rail pass in your home country, which is dope. I wasn't able to do it because I didn't come here as a tourist, but there were certain conditions. If you meet those conditions, I think you have to be here a certain amount of time or so. I don't know exactly, but you can get an unlimited rail pass, which is for JR. If you heard me talk about JR before, which means you can ride the bullet train all the way across fucking Japan for free, which is fucking dope. So if you're like in Japan for like a week and you want to see different cities and see different sites, and you have that pass, you can just walk on the fucking train, head over to Kyoto, pop back over to Tokyo, go to Osaka for lunch, fucking go wherever the fuck you want to go, and just do your thing, which is a great fucking deal. Especially if you want to see more than what's in Tokyo, which I would advise if you have the time and you have the budget, because each area of Japan looks completely different. You know, going to like Nikko, going to like somewhere north like Aoyama, or fuck, I don't know, somewhere, you know, some small town or something, to go to like have like gyoza or something like that, or go to a hot spring, is a really fucking good idea. You know, you kind of get lost in the sauce here in Tokyo. It has a very different feel than the rest of the country, and going to different cities really shows you a bit of the, not really diversity, but the nuance of the country, you know, I would say, because, you know, Japan's like 99% Japanese people, but, you know, the way people are, the way the city feels, lifestyle is completely different between inside and around Tokyo and other major cities or smaller towns. So that's something I really would advise you to do if you have the time or the budget. But this article talks about the unlimited express passes, which is another little nuance the government's kind of throwing in there, which means I'll just kind of summarize. I won't go through the whole article, just because like I read like a few paragraphs and I was like, alright, I get it, I'm fine. But basically, what it means is the government is going to, for 20,000 yen, and again, if you do currency conversion, just take away 2 decimal points, right? Just move the decimal point twice to the, I gotta think, you can see me thinking, twice to the left, so that will be about $200. 20,000 yen is about $200 in US. The article gets specific, it says $180, but basically that gives you a 14-day pass, valid for 7 consecutive days at 20,000 yen, a 14-day pass for 34,000 yen, about $300 plus. And what you can do is you can have unlimited, not unlimited, up to 10,000 kilometers travel on expressways and networks in Japan. So basically, you know, you gotta pay tolls wherever you go here. But I think what they're really trying to do is encourage people, instead of focusing on the bullet trains, to really take the expressways and stuff like that. My dog's looking like he wants to go somewhere, but sorry dog, you riding here with me for the next 40 to 50 minutes. Anyway, yeah, so what they're really trying to do is get people to, you know, use the highways and push money into local towns, smaller towns, and things like that. Because, you know, if you're driving on the fucking highway, going to Kyoto versus taking the bullet train, you're probably going to stop in a local fucking small town and maybe drop some cash on the local community. It's, you know, that's, you know, it's a way of stimulating the economy from the Japanese government side. But for you, it's I think a cool way, another cool option you would have if you have an international driver's license. I do think, like, I'm not 100% sure on this, but I think, oh no, that's what it is. I think an American can apply for an international driver's license here. So if you're a tourist, I think you can do that. Getting your driver's license here as an American, you can't directly transfer your driver's license to a Japanese driver's license. Why? I don't know. But I remember when I was going to get my driver's license, I had to take the test. All my Canadian friends, my Australian friends, my people from the UK, they were like, you had to take a fucking test? What the fuck? Like, they just filled out a form and they were able to get their Japanese license. But I was able to pass mine on the first try, so it was no big deal. I guess I'll expand on the Japanese driver's license test a little bit as I take some ice cold water. Oh yeah, hydration. My dog's like, what the fuck are you doing? No, basically, the Japanese driver's test, you know, I passed it the first time, so it wasn't a big thing to me. But it is, you know, I have some friends who it took them 2, 3, 4 times to pass it. It is quite different from the driver's test in America, I'll say that. Like, I was actually you know, of course, if you know, in America we drive on the right side, but here everything's on the left side. I mean, that really wasn't such a big deal for me. You know, when I I remember though, because up until I took my test, I had not stepped foot, like I had not been in the driver's seat of a Japanese or a, what is it, a left side car, if that makes sense, a car with the steering wheel on the right side. Basically, I had never stepped foot in a car, in the driver's seat of a car like that until my driver's test. So I remember, like, I get in the car, you know, I'm like, okay, the whole time I'm just chilling. Everyone, you know, everyone else is there freaking out, like questioning, quizzing, like coaching each other, like, okay, we gotta take the test like this. Fuck, man, I failed like 5 times. I'm not doing this shit no more. We gotta make this shit happen. I'm just there listening to my music, like, okay, Akil, just chill out. You know, the main thing you gotta remember is the turn signals are different. In Japan, it's up for left, down for right. That's all I was trying to remember, and just fucking chill the fuck out. But when I got in the car, you know, to take the exam, I sit in the vehicle, and for like 5 seconds my mind went fucking blank. I was like, what the fuck is going on? And I freaked the fuck out for like 5 seconds, just because everything was completely different, so my brain couldn't register it for a second, you know. And the dude was like, okay, start the engine, and I'm like, oh fuck. You know, he's like, start the engine, and I'm like, okay, I had to like literally like take a second, like, okay, Akil, where's the fucking ignition? Okay, it's right here. Alright, where's the fucking gear? Okay. And then after that I could do everything. The course here is a lot different. You know, when I took my driver's test in America, it was like, alright, go down the street. You know, you're riding on the main road, so you just like go down the street, buckle right, buckle left. Alright, come on, parallel park, you're done, you're good. In Japan, it's a fucking obstacle course. Like, they were like, you know, it was like a whole mini fucking road, and you know, you gotta like turn exactly. There were like fucking bars hanging. I had to do some S turn, and there were these fucking dangly bars looking like like those little, like, I don't even know what the fuck it's called, musical instrument things, like bars hanging, and you couldn't touch the bars, so you gotta like, you know, fucking turn. And it was, I mean, it wasn't so stressful because I'm like a decent driver, but I was just like, what the fuck is going on? This is pretty intense. And if you are thinking about moving to Japan and you do want to like get your license and you are American and you have to take the test, my one advice would be, don't put your foot on the pedal, gas pedal, unless the guy says so. That's the main thing. Like, if you just like go and you just like hit the gas, you go too fast, you're gonna fail automatically. Like, I literally was just coasting until the guy said, okay, go up to like 60 kilometers. 60? Yeah, like 60? 60. Whoop, go up to 60. Then, okay, slow down. Slow down. Take this turn. Coasted. Foot off the fucking pedal. I'm just coasting through the turn. And the people that failed on my test, that's what happened. They were saying, you know, they either went too fast in the beginning, unless he said something, or when he said do something, they didn't do it, you know, because they were too scared and nervous. So pretty much, again, Japan is a really by the book country, and you can imagine the DMV in America is really by the book, so, or probably in your country too. So you can imagine Japanese plus DMV, by the fucking book. You got to do exactly what the fuck they say. You got to jump through them hoops, like, so that you just make this shit happen, you know. And if you do that, you should be alright, you know, if you have decent driving skills. But literally, don't do anything unless the dude tells you to do it. If he doesn't say hit the fucking gas, don't fucking touch the gas pedal. That's my one advice. But if you come here on a tourist, like this unlimited expressway shit, I think you'll have a lot of fun. Let's talk a little bit. You know, I'm gonna try, and you're gonna notice I'm trying to pace myself. I've been taking notes on podcasts. I'm trying to get my podcast game up. My dog. Let me introduce you to my dog a little bit. Come here. Come here. 1 second. Okay, this is my dog. This is my dog. You can see, because he's like really impatient right now, so I gotta put him on my lap so that he can feel the love. You know, camera people can see him. But yeah, that's that. I want to talk a little bit about fucking driving here. The highway. Yo, I was talking with a student about it the other day. The highway in Japan, the highway in Japan is really, really fucking crazy. It's really crazy to drive on the highway here. To be honest with you, like, it's like a video game. That's the only way I can describe it. The Tokyo highway system is really, really like you're in like this fucking barrier. That's the only way I can describe it. Like, the walls are really high. It goes through tunnels. It goes like, you know, all over the fucking place. But it's really narrow. So you're in like these, you know, it feels like you're playing Mario Kart. Like, if you know the rainbow level of Mario Kart, that's kind of what it feels like. Except you're just sitting there with fucking not like rainbow magical Lucky Charms colors. It's like fucking big ass concrete walls and other other cars speeding past you, you know. But it's like so many blind curves and like loops, and it goes like all around the place. So like fucking sharp turns, like blind, is fucking crazy. So like you gotta really be on point when you're driving here. But it's so much fun though. Like, you know, it's like a roller coaster is how I describe it. Like, you know, you can see the city skyline at night, and you know, of course you can't stare at the motherfucker because you're like driving for your life. You know, even if you're in like a fucking, you know, bootleg piece of shit economy car, like you feel like an F1 driver when you in that motherfucker, because that shit is intense. You know, and especially if you got some like music playing, some dope music playing, or some shit that's gonna really get you like in the zone, man. You know, like some house or something like that. I would probably recommend house music or some like techno or something like that. Some, you know, EDM or something like that. Nothing with some lyrics, like just something you can just zone out and really drive. It's a really, really cool experience. I enjoy it every time I do it. Except for one fucking time. Like, there was this one time my wife and I, like, we were coming back from Nikko. Actually, I think it was Nikko. Came back from I think an overnight trip or a day trip somewhere, and we got to the highway in Tokyo, and it was raining. It started raining like really, really heavily, and so we're at the overpass, and you know, I'm going through these fucking Mario Kart shit, like, and you know, it's like pouring down fucking raining, and I'm like, oh shit, this is fucking intense. So I'm so focused and so concentrated on like, okay, we gotta get home safely, don't crash this fucking car. I'm not talking to my wife, and she's like talking to me, and I'm not listening at all. Like, I'm just like on the highway, just like, you know, windshield wipers going all crazy, like, what the fuck, the navigation system, like, fucking shit, like, this is, you know, intense. And she's like, hello, are you listening to me, baby? You're ignoring me. I'm like, baby, chill, I'm trying to keep us alive right now. Not now. You know, I didn't say shut the fuck up, because that's kind of disrespectful, but it, you know, like, I was just like, baby, not now. Like, I'm, you know, come on, like, I'm trying to keep us alive. So needless to say, we got back safe, you know. But that was like the only time where I was really like, oh shit, this is kind of fucking scary. You know, but yeah, I do recommend driving on the highway in Japan. If you have the chance, rent a car. Rental car here is not that expensive, and actually insurance is included in a rental car here. So if you come in with some friends, you know, if you got decent driving skills, the navigation system might be a little bit, you know, tricky for you to get the hang of, but if you got the chance, you got the balls, go for it. Like, you know, I really enjoy driving here. I enjoy renting a car. The highway is quite a bit different than it is in the States, but it is a chance to really, you get a different perspective of Japan and seeing what the country's like. So definitely do that if you have a chance. Unlimited expressway passes for foreign tourists. Okay, so I'm gonna connect this Optimus Prime, this shit, Megatron. No, not this. Optimus Prime doesn't connect. Who connects? Galvatron. I forgot what Transformer fucking connects. The big one that's fucking other construction equipment. Devastator. That's his name. I'm gonna Devastator this shit and connect it into some other one of my Instagram posts, which is one I did about cars, right? Like a few months ago, I think over during the summer, I went to Ginza one time. Okay, let me put this guy back on the bed. Okay, so I know you're kind of thirsty. Just hold on, dog. A few months ago, I went to Ginza. I forgot why, but I think to meet some friends. You can see like this is house, definitely a house T-shirt because it got some shit popping off of it. Anyway, a few months ago, I went to Ginza to meet some friends, and on my way back, I walked past like this Nissan. Nissan has like a cafe or some shit, like a display fucking thing in Ginza. So they, all their futuristic cars, concept cars, all their new shit that they want to sell or promote, they have that space designated for that. And I took a short video of a car, a concept car there. And just that picture and plus the article got me thinking about cars here, man. Like especially in Tokyo, that's the one thing. Like if you're a car lover, you're gonna really like coming to Tokyo or Japan in general, but especially Tokyo. Like swear to God, I ain't never seen a Bentley until I came to Japan. Like that's my dog. I never saw a Bentley before I came to Japan. I never saw a real life Lamborghini before I came to Japan. Like I never, like Aston Martins, like all these fucking like dope cars that I've seen in music videos, I hear about. I never. Okay, dog, relax, please. I'm recording. Studio audience is getting too goddamn rowdy. We might have to take you downstairs. Okay, but anyway, like I was saying, like I never seen a lot of these vehicles in real life until I came here. But the really cool thing about living here is like you can see a lot of fucking dope cars just like whizzing around the city every day. Depending on the area you go to. Mercedes Benzes, S classes, like fucking G wagons, like all day. You're seeing that shit all day. But like Bentleys and Lamborghinis and fucking Ferraris and you're gonna see a lot of those as well, which I appreciate because I like looking at that type of shit. Porsche trucks and Porsches and shit like that. You're gonna see it. Like, I mean, Japanese people generally aren't really that flashy. You're not going to see people like bumping, they fucking music riding around, like, hey, look at me. But, people, like, generally with companies, from what I hear, successful companies tend to, be able to buy like those kind of dope cars, and that's what you're gonna see. So if you're a car lover and you really enjoy that type of thing, you're gonna have a great time. Like some areas that I would recommend going to if you want to see some baller ass shit, definitely go to Omotesando, which is my favorite area of Tokyo. Now, Shibuya, you can see some shit, but it's kind of like flash. Yeah, it's more for young people. People with money gonna go to Ginza. They're gonna go to Omotesando. They might even go to Shinjuku, depending on the area. If you go to Shinjuku, you might see some big cars, which might be Yakuza cars, but it's nothing to worry about. Like, if you see like a big black S-Class, like an S600 or something with some crazy rims on it, I might not go up to it and touch it. That's all I'm saying. If it's a dude with a suits in there, looking all shady, you might not want to go over there and touch the car and take a picture in front of it, because he might be Yakuza, just to let you know. But I mean, even with like Yakuza and things like that, they're not gonna really fuck with you as a tourist. Like, I mean, if you go up to somebody like all up in their face, you're gonna get punched in the fucking mouth. But the mafia here doesn't. Their job is to not mess with everyday citizens, right? I mean, there's been like a whole cracked down on them over the past several years. So it's kind of like the Italian mafia in America. You know, their power is kind of dwindling. Their influence and money is dwindling compared to what it used to be. So it's been kind of like a squeeze on them. Again, if you want the details of that shit, like, you can you know, research it, read up on it. I don't really get it too much into it because it doesn't really affect my everyday life, and I'm not interested in that affecting my everyday life. You know what I'm saying? I'm not really interested in getting involved in that type of shit, so I don't really read too much into it, because, you know, I believe, like, you know, whatever I put in here manifests itself out here. So but, you know, if you just want some general information on it, you know, you see kind of Yakuza stuff in TV, movies. I'm recording like a Yakuza movie now. I'm probably gonna watch that in my free time. But generally speaking, they're kind of really not seen and not heard, you know, unless you kind of go to areas where they really operate, and I generally don't do that. So I'm just looking at the time. My dog is kind of upset a little bit. Not upset, he just wants to go downstairs, so I might have to wrap this up a little bit early. But yeah, so today might be a bit of a shorter episode. I was trying to keep it to 50 minutes, but we're coming up on about almost the 20-minute mark. Yeah, I think we'll wrap it up here. Again, we're not really having like a set time, set format. This isn't like network TV, so I can do whatever the fuck I want. But yeah, I just want to make sure I'm giving value, you know, whether it's 15 minutes, whether it's 50 minutes, you know, as long as I'm able to say something meaningful and possibly helpful. And my dog's about to jump off the bed right now, so I really got to wrap this up, because he either has to pee, drink something, or throw up or poop or something, and he's not doing it on my bed. So I'm going to end that here. Next time, you know, take a look at the video. Oh, that's what I wanted to say. Before I go, one more time, please check my Instagram, Akil, at akil.watson. Please likes, comments, anything. I haven't set up my email account yet. I might just do that tonight. So hopefully by the next episode I'll have like an email address to give you for questions. Yes, dog, I'm coming. I have a Facebook page. It's Akil, Akil, space Watson. Just search for Akil Watson. You'll find me. I have a dedicated regular Facebook account for that, but, you know, just use my page, and you'll be able to, yeah, see these videos. I'm gonna chop this video up, post it on there. I'm working on YouTube, just bear with me, but I think Facebook is the easiest way to start. So you'll be able to find some stuff there. I'll probably give you an update in the next episode as to how everything else is going, and I'll let you know as soon as I get on iTunes. But, you know, Apple, I was telling my cousin, Apple holds all the fucking cards, man. They got a monopoly on this shit. Ain't nothing I can do. I'm just on SoundCloud for right now, just trying to make shit happen. So let's wrap it up there. Gotta go. My dog is acting kind of shitty right now, so but I'm home alone, so I gotta keep him up here with me. Love you guys as always. Thanks for listening. Take it easy. Peace, y'all.